Hello everybody, it's Kimberly. I have a couple of things going on. My mind is working overtime. Last night I made these washi tape butterflies. They're just templates that I got off of Google. I put washi tape on the backs of them, and it's just, I print out a sheet of them, and then I put washi tape on them, and then I cut them out. So I made a bunch of these little guys. This is the thinner washi tape, and it works out great on the little ones. Did quite a few of those, and then I did a couple of the bigger ones. And the little ones fit great on ATCs or pocket letters. They just make cute little embellishments, and you can embellish them more, you know, with some little gems or whatever. So they're really cute. So I did that last night. I started this ATC last night. Didn't finish it. It was late. Me and my husband were just talking, and I was just kind of doodling around. Pulled this die cut out. I mounted some of the jelly print paper excuse me, on some black cardstock for ATCs. Some of those jelly prints I made yesterday. None of the fancy jelly prints, you know, just some of the ones where I cleaned off the brayer, or some of the prints, you know, that were just kind of plain. But see, they make really nice backgrounds. So I did that, so I'll be making those into some ATCs. I have a very sweet friend, Kim, who is sending me some stickers that I was unable to find at my Dollar Trees. She was kind enough to say that she would send me some because she got extras, which is so sweet of her, and she won't let me reimburse her for them. So I'm gonna make her a bookmark or tag or whatever she wants to use this for. So I started making this, and again, this is just one of the jelly prints I made yesterday. And this is actually a recycled backboard from, I went to the grocery store and I had to get a couple of Sharpie markers. And this is just the backing board that I recycled from that, which is nice because it's thick. And I just covered it with some jelly prints that I did. So yeah, don't throw this stuff away. You can use it. It makes, you know, recycle that kind of stuff. So I started that for her. So that's what I was up to last night. Cut a bunch more black cardstock for my ATCs. I like to use black because for some reason I like to use my white jelly pin to write my name and my card and the date and stuff on the back. I don't know why, I just think that looks awesome and cool. But a while back I had won a giveaway from Cat Hand's Facebook page, Mixed Media Morsels. And in the giveaway was included these 3 ATCs. This one was from the book Lady Jane. These are the administrators on that Facebook page, Kat Kempe and Cat Hand. So these are the ATCs that they sent me, and they're all so beautiful, and it's so special to me to have these that I definitely want to frame these ATCs. So I wanted a frame, and when I went to that creative reuse store, I found this frame. If you remember, if you watched that video, I found this frame, and I was able to shove this in my anything you could fit in the bag for $10. And it does have like some wear on it. There's some paint over here. Other than that, it's in really good shape, but I don't necessarily want to keep it black. Not that it's bad. And I could probably scrape this off of here and it would be perfectly fine, but I want to mix media it. I want to make it go with the cards a little bit better. And I think that they will just look absolutely gorgeous in here. They fit perfectly in here, right? So that I can hang it on the wall. So on my project list for today, I am going to transform this frame, get these cards in here, and make this beautiful so that I can get it up on the wall. Won't that be nice? So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so that's project number 1. That will probably take me quite a long time, but a couple of other things that I have on my to-do list for, if not today, tomorrow, or the next day. I have my binders in this tub. These are my art journals, my address book, my schedules for my swaps, and they're just kind of sitting here because they fall over. I don't have bookends or anything, so I've just shoved them in here, and I don't like them in here. So what I'm going to do is I have this Ritz cracker box, and I'm going to transform it into something that I can stick. Sorry, that's my phone. We'll ignore it. It's my husband on. I'll give him a call back. But I want to transform this into something that I can slide my journals into and put it up on my shelf like this and put them inside. But of course I don't want it to be a Ritz cracker box, right? I might have to reinforce the sides a little bit, but I want to cover it in paper, make it beautiful. So that's a to-do. Okay. And then the third thing, probably about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, do you remember when people were getting tickets? They were giving tickets to little kids that had lemonade stands because there's some kind of law that you can't have lemonade stands. Well, the person that I am said, well, poof with that. We're going to have a lemonade stand, and we're going to donate all of our money to give to family care centers for women that, or young women or women that get pregnant and choose to keep their babies instead of having abortions. So we had a lemonade stand, and we donated all of the money to a pro-life group here in Colorado. But anyways, we had bought a bunch of these lemonades so that we could do that, and it was just all donation. People just donated whatever they could, and we had a little bit of lemonade left. Well, we finally used it up. And so my husband was going to throw this away, and I said, well, wait a minute, that's really nice, and I could definitely use it for something. Markers, ribbon, I don't know, you know us. We are always thinking that, wow, I could store something in that, right? So I am going to cover this with something. So this is on my to-do list, either today or this, the next couple of days. So watch for that. We're going to cover it. All right, so I am going to get started on the frame, so please stay with me, and scuff this up a little bit just to get the shine off of it, so that hopefully whatever I do to it, I don't know quite what I'm going to do to it yet. I don't know if I'm going to paint it, decoupage it, I don't know. But whatever I do to it, I need the glue or the paint to stick, and I know it's not gonna stick to this shiny stuff. From the wipe off of there. So I'm thinking I might use chalk paint on this. With chalk paint, you don't want chemicals underneath. Well, really with any paint, you want to just make sure you have a nice clean surface, free of any kind of chemicals or debris. So it's good to clean it with a chemical, but then wipe it off with water. Okay, so we have a nice clean surface. Okay, so I could use the chalk paint that I used to do my desk, but I think I want to just use white. And this is just Waverly white chalk paint. This is what they sell at Walmart in the craft section. And when you use chalk paint, you just want to, well, maybe I'll be using it if I can get the lid on. You want to make sure that you stir it up really well, because the chalk particles do tend to settle at the bottom. I'm just going to give this a stir. I really don't want that clump to fall down into the bottom, so I'm going to remove. You can use any paint on this. If you didn't want to paint it, you could simply just, I thought about just decoupaging some paper on it or something, but I think I am going to decoupage the mat in there with some paper. I'm just going to give this a shake. And of course it's going to leak because there's chalk paint around the rim. I might have added too much water, but it's too late to fix that now. So, Brooke thinks it's funny. Let me try to clean up some of my mess here. It's usually her making a mess, so it's funny when Grandma makes messes. Chalk paint usually covers really well, so it's not bad at all. You get by with 2 coats. Okay, zoom frame. We're just gonna do 1 coat, let it dry, and then we'll do another, but so I don't want to bore you guys with making you watch this in real time, so I will speed you up from this point. We'll catch you on the end. camera on. Okay, so let me repeat everything I just said. My frame is dry, okay? I went through some of the other stuff that I got from Kat when I won her giveaway, and I found this mixed media deli paper that she had done, and I already cut it up. I'm trying to find the other piece, the other half of this that she sent to me. I don't know, she sent me a bunch of deli papers. This is deli paper. These ones. And there was another half of this that was a little bigger. So I just cut it in half. And I cut this into rectangular shapes. And I think I'm going to Mod Podge it around the edge here. And she also sent me this napkin, which I happened to pick up the same design at the Dollar Tree. So I think I'm going to use this napkin in between, because obviously there's not enough to go around the whole frame. And I don't think I'm going to do all this space on the frame, but this, I'll have more. So what I did is, this was a 2-ply napkin. So I separated the 2 plies. And what I was saying is, before I realized I didn't have the camera on, is don't throw these away, because you can use these. What you can do with these is add some sprays, just so in your glitter mists, or I make my own mists by putting metallic paint in spray bottles with water, and you can mist these and then Mod Podge these onto ATCs, anything you're making, and they make really good backgrounds. So don't throw these away. I know I tell you guys all the time, don't throw that away, don't throw that away, but seriously, don't throw that away. And so I am just gonna start adding this paper to the outside of my frame. So let's get started. I'm gonna speed you up and let's see what we come up with, or what I come up with. All right. First I'm going to let this dry a little bit because it's pretty wet. Then I'm going to go around on the inside of these edges and just add some napkin, and so that you can't see the white there. And then I'm going to go around on the outsides as well and add some so that it's all completely covered. I just think it will look better than to have those random jaggedy edges. And I don't think you guys really probably don't want to watch me do that. So I will come back as soon as that part's all done. Okay? Okay, you guys, there's my frame, the outside of it. Still just getting everything cleaned up. Everything is all pretty glued up with Mod Podge. So what I did is I went ahead and did all of these outside edges here with paper napkin, and the inside edges here. So now I need to start thinking about what I want to do on the mat. If I want to keep it white, which it looks kind of nice white, or if I want to do something with it. And I'm gonna have to do something with the backboard because the cards aren't you guys have that challenge when you alter things, that things start to get a little bit tight when you have layers of paint. So I'm going to have to work this. I just don't want to scratch everything, but see, I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with the back of these boards. So I'm going to have to cover this right here because the cards, what did I do with my cards? I put them somewhere safe. I'll find them. But they're this size. They're going to fit in there like that. So I need to go away again. I don't know. So I need to go away again and figure it out, and then I will come back and we'll begin on the inner part, okay? Okay, you guys, I'm done. I got my camera readjusted. Yesterday when I moved it over the table, I didn't realize that my tripod legs were completely in the view the whole time today, so I apologize for that. I think I have it readjusted now to where you can't see them. So I'm sorry. I'm terrible with camera angle and all of that. Hopefully I get better at it. But anyways, look, I'm finished. Isn't it beautiful? So this is Cat Hands. This is Book Lady Jane's, and this is Cat Kempy's. Aren't they gorgeous in here? So I kept everything else in the frame the same. I didn't alter the mat. I thought about it, but the frame is so busy, and I was going to do something to the background of the mat, and I tried putting some designer paper back behind the cards, and it just took too much away from the card. I also tried to put white paper, but it blended in too much with the paper, and The black just brought out the cards so much better. I liked the way that the white and the black together bring out the black in these two cards. And since the frame is so busy and the cards themselves are very busy, I think the black and the white together just brings everything together. It just pulls it all together. So I love it so much. I'm so glad I finally got this finished. I've been wanting to do it, and since I won that giveaway, this is exactly what I had in mind for these cards. And this is what I pictured. And I love that I was able to use some of Kat's deli paper that she did, and one of the napkins that she sent me, and I was just fortunate that I had another napkin that I was able to finish it to go around the edges where I didn't have enough. I just love everything about this. I am so happy, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it in my room here. I think I might put it above my sewing machine and ribbons there, because I'll be able to see it really good every morning when I walk in here, and then throughout the day every time I walk into my room. But it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. So I'll take a picture when it's on the wall so that you guys can all see it. I mounted these with some of the 3M little square foam tape, just so that it gave it a little bit more dimension inside the frame. Love it. So tell me what you guys think if you want to try this process. It was really, I mean, it's time consuming. I didn't really need to put all of that paint on it because obviously I covered the whole thing up, right? But I honestly didn't know where I was going with it, and I never do, so it's okay. I mean, I like to paint. It's relaxing. I didn't know where I was going with it, so, you know, it's just part of the process. It's better to be thorough, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and God bless. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.